Here we are. Gorgeous day. Got the mic about to poke me in the eyeball. But I don't need to see. You guys just need to see. Because I've already seen, Jesus Christ. I've already seen all these products. We did a little work on Tanya's and wait to, oh my gosh, you guys. Tanya may be in surgery right now. She may be gearing up for it. She could be done. We don't know. Love it if she would join us here. We're going to see. But we got some ridiculous color and energy coming from this piece. We got a beautiful blue and green and gold theme going on with the rest of these pieces. And it's just good around here. I mean, look at how many pieces we got done in one show. Granted, one didn't quite get completed, but we were hustling, we were moving. Even though we were moving so fast, it still felt out, and I know Bill had commented on it, kind of like we were just hanging out on the show. We were relaxing. It was like, somehow in making a giant piece, it felt like a relaxing show. Maybe it's just because we got so much going on that when we get into something we know and somewhere where we're comfortable, we just kind of like, boom, we're doing it. It's the show. It's a good time. I don't know, but it was a good time, folks. We are taking a look at the comments here. We, as in I, as in the Glass Academy. As usual, on the Annealer reveal here at 1:30, we get about 40 or so people live. I know a lot of people watch it after the fact. It's the middle of the day on Thursday, depending on where you're watching from. But say hi to us, you guys. Let me know what's happening. It's my Aunt Amanda's birthday today. It's a beautiful day in Michigan. It is the 8th of September. It literally felt like it was the beginning of August, like last week, but it's happening, and it's nice. And say where you guys are watching from. I love to see it while we're on here, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, your couch, the bathroom, Georgia, the Peachland, or Florida, or Texas, or the Mars, the planet, or wherever, you guys, wherever you're from. It's cool. We want to know where you're watching from, and let us know. We got Carol, the Canadians, in the house. We got Kathleen, Dana, Darlene's watching on YouTube. Pat's in the house, an OG fan of ours. We got Marianne, Darlene, Sue. We got some information for you on this pumpkin. We got Jody, also a Canadian. Carrie's in the house. Happy Thursday. It's basically like a holiday every week, sure. Happy Thursday to everybody. Amy's in the house. Amy's loving the Annealer reveal already, and I haven't even talked about any of the glass, but wait till you see this stuff up close. We got Sarah, Eaton Rapids, Michigan, very cool. Another from Georgia, Edith. Linda's in the house, sending a little love to Tanya, which we talked about on Tuesday's show. We got Veronica, the Californian. Amy from St. Clair, Michigan, beautiful spot. Went over there for the 4th of July, out on the water, and so nice. Pammy, I didn't hear the news about that quite yet, but that is quite interesting, and rest in peace. No? Oh, I see, okay. I didn't know if that was some new, news that came out or something, but maybe, okay, well, let's send good energy that way, too. We got a lot of people that need good energy out there, including us, including you, I'm sure. So just good energy everywhere is flowing around, and it's a beautiful thing. Mike's from Arizona. I'm not 100% sure we got a lot of people from Arizona. We do? Oh, and so the news is in about Queen Elizabeth, so there you go, folks. Sending condolences over to all that business over there. That's no fun, obviously, to hear about, but anyway, Mike's in the house. Dave on the lunch break. Dave's been watching for quite a while now, an avid commenter. We love to see it. Gaia's in the house. Sleep peacefully. That's the facts right there. And Pammy, yep, just announced. So a little bit of a sour tone to the start of the Annealer reveal there, but seems like that's kind of life. And when you're in royalty, I'm sure it's a whole nother ball game. But I hope everything runs smooth over there with them. We got Tanya. Hope everything's running smooth with her over there. And everything's running smooth over here. So we're going to keep the show rolling. If you guys have questions, as you know, shout them out throughout the show. We love the questions. I'm going to give you some detail. I'm going to go progressively through the show and how we did them, starting with Chris's leaf. And this was the only leaf as of yet that has been sold. you guys. So check it out right here. I'll give it to you up close. Beautiful greens. I think he called it the autumnal leaf. And look at that clear sphere. You can see the whole shop through it down there. This thing's gorgeous. So you see what the leaf crimps did in the core there. Gave it at the veins. And then Chris went and took it to Slicetown and chopped it up on either side. Pulled out a beautiful stem, and then you could see the GA stamp has been placed pretty efficiently handed right on the end of that right there. That's a gorgeous leaf. You can see the size compared to my hand, a little bit smaller than my hand, but this sphere does a great job. This is something we came up with on the experimental show. It does a great job of supporting the leaf on its side like so. So it's not flat on the ground, pushes it up a little bit, and it looks super watery and glassy, and it's kind of like a raindrop. It makes me totally think of like Planet Earth or any of those shows where they're doing up close detailed shots of like the ants carrying water droplets on their head, or anything in nature that has dew on it in the morning. It's just a dewy, gorgeous leaf. So that's super cool. That one was sold. That one's going over to Sue Schmidt, or I believe it was Taryn. I'm not 100% sure, but that one turned out just amazing. Then we kind of moved along with it and got after it and went into Leafville. And I went next, and I got this beauty right here with a little bit of the claw dust on it, fresh from the box. I did no leaf crimps on this one. Look at the curl of that. Look at the organicness of the twist. The blue turned out beautiful. There's something about our recycle tank right now that keeps it as a super coppery blue, where it's more like an electric kind of like, it's a really vibrant blue. It's less of a deep dark blue. So that's a beautiful light twist color right there. It's got a couple golds and some other blues mixed into it. Gold water droplet on the bottom here, and then look at the way the stem turned out. Joey brought it over sideways, so we were working against gravity, but it pulled out beautiful. I was able to flatten the top of it like an acorn top, and then we came in with the stamp, and the stamp came out super clean too. I mean, that is polished. So this is a beauty right here. With the Ren Fair happening, we're not sure how long to hold on to these products and leave them up on the website. I think we're giving them a week, so by next week's show, folks, if you haven't made a decision on whether you're going to purchase one of these leaves or not, we're going to take them out to the Ren Fair and do something special with them, for sure. It's a beautiful, pretty blue. I agree. I like that blue a lot. A little different than the other blues we got going on here, but Joey stepped in and made one. We've all got our own styles. It's so cool. And look at Joey's leaf. It's almost kind of creeping into feather territory. It's super elegant. His cut marks were much more angled down when he went in for them. So you see the way this protrudes out, that protrudes out. I really like the shape of it. The colors, it's got a light pink to it and some golds. And the way he's got the gold just on the middle in here, really from this side, gives it a beautiful kind of feathered texture. And then it comes out to the white. Looks amazing. This one has sold, it seems like. So this one is not available, folks, but beautiful stamp on the bottom. And Joey did a killer job on this one. He opted against the water droplet for it. He thought it was looking pretty good, and it does sit beautiful. It's got enough curve to it that it comes up. The stem's solid. It's not too delicate. That's a beauty right there. That one sold as well. So that's super cool. And then Chris just got excited again and wanted to make one more. So we did 4 leaves in a row to start the show. And by the way, congratulations to myself on the longest raindrop. I haven't yet scribed. It's the last thing I got to do on my list before we get back into production today. I was getting a lot done during lunchtime, but we've got to scribe my name on the Champions Cup. If you guys didn't watch the show last night, it was actually a really good show. We all did pretty well, and it was pretty exciting. But Chris's raindrop exploded, and somehow I got the W. Look at the color reaction on this. Look at all the action going on in there. It's a beautiful pattern. The gold's kind of see-through on the opposite side, and then this long stem, he was totally true in saying it looks like some sort of dragon tail, the tip of a dragon tail or some sort of lizard or something, but I mean, it could even be the head of like a snake almost, going like this. Dr. Seussy for sure. If this was like green and red and white, it would be some sort of, I mean, that's pretty Christmassy, but you know, bright colors. GA stamps right here. I've signed them all already. This one has the signature right there. You could barely make it out on the camera, show 179 is hardly visible, but it's there. GA stamp, and this is a gorgeous one I don't think sold. This one sits really nice on its side. I was kind of playing with the different angles that you could set it. I really like that angle right there on a bookshelf or some sort of ottoman or something, but you can also do, that looks good from your guys' angle. This looks really good with the GA stamp facing out. It's a gorgeous piece with some serious elegantness. Whoa, it can't be the way that's supposed to be said, is it? Elegance. There it is. So that's a beauty right there. Wonder how exactly with what tool you sign the pieces with. The Dremel, what tips work best? That would be a really great VIP video, Linda, and perhaps I'll do that the next time that I sign all the pieces from the show. That's a really great idea, and I will do my best to try and write this down after the show and remember to do that. I'll go over all the Dremel tips. I just took our second Dremel out to the Ren Fair, and there's literally a million tips for a million things. We only use necessarily one as our favorite particular shape and material, but I will explain that. It's a diamond drill bit is the only way to scribe into the glass. There's other bits that'll do other things to the glass, but great VIP video idea, and I'll make one of those. Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Darlene, for the congratulations. Yeah, and it's totally dragon themed, some sort of like, or it's just some sort of like Avatar style piece in nature, like something you've never seen before. And that's super cool, mixing nature with fantasy. That's kind of the thing you can do with glass. That's a beautiful, beautiful option and a beautiful piece that is for sale. It's on the website. I don't know how much this one's going for, but it's on there. Michelle should have added it. And we've got a few more pieces. Did this goblet sell? I don't believe it did. That's going to be a Ren Fair snapper-upper, but I guess we got to give it a week. So if anybody's interested in this guy, the perps in the green goblet, I believe that was what was next in line, so I'll show that off. Chris has got the leaves down, and I spoke about, and what I'm realizing now, what makes his leaves so gorgeous is he's not cutting too deep into the leaf. Look at the way it just separates, but he gets the mark on it to go down into the center, but it just separates the leaf a little bit. When I cut too deep, I pull it out, and it's kind of like, it's more like, and this looks beautiful in the larger leaf like this, but when you pull this out much longer, and it's on a smaller scale, it separates, it becomes too thin, it has sharp edges to it, and it's not really a clean, look at that water droplet. It's not really a clean effect, and so I'm learning from Chris every day. I'm learning from people all around me every day. I'm trying to get better. And that is a move that I really love. He also, after he squished it in there, I noticed he used the back of the shears, the handle, to push down in this crevice. So it also tightened up that connection on the top, but it gave it sort of this kind of like folded upwards natural leaf look. And it's a gorgeous piece. You got the iridescent gold stem, the perp's foot, and then not to mention, obviously, the pink and purple swirls. Maybe it's two types of purples. Either way, you guys are looking at it. It's gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe one down the middle now. 4, 5 vortexes in there. It's gorgeous. And look at the foot. Super thin, pretty darn symmetrical all the way around. We got the stamp on the side up here. It's signed. That's a beautiful piece. I didn't see the price on that one either. How much? $165. Usually we sell the leaf goblets or do custom orders at the Ren Fair for around $200, so that's a pretty good deal. That does include shipping on the website. All these pieces include shipping and packing and all that material. So that's pretty cool. We'll give it a few more days. It's not quite a week. It's a week, 2 days less than a week that one will be up on the website. But that's a beauty from Chris right there. And now I know Tanya's not here. I'm going to show it off to you guys. And again, to send her some love, send her some energy. She's probably in surgery right now. Tanya got this piece to give her good energy, to get her excited, to get her feeling confident going into her surgery. And this is how it turned out. It turned out ridiculous. This is a piece like we've never made before. It's themed off of the splash. This was Chris's idea. This was my idea. It's a beautiful collaboration piece. I'll start by showing off how these 3 healing spheres turned out. Look Look at the way they're glowing. They got a little bit of gold on them. Hold them up to the light, and that yellow just gets crazy. It's not good with my fingers behind it, but look at the light. Look at, I could probably start getting my finger burnt right now. Actually, I mean, geez. We did speak about the acorns that were sitting on our table that had the sun come through the roof and do this same thing and actually burnt a hole in the tablecloth that they were on, which is pretty crazy, but that's the power of glass. And these things are literally glowing in the sunlight, sending light left and right, filling up my hand with light. These are super cool, and the idea behind these are healing spheres for Tanya. When she wants to, when she's ready for another surgery, when she's got to do what she's got to do, she's going to be able to pick these up out of the bowl, 1 or 2 or 3, and she can just hold on to them. It's something like a, I forget what they're called, like a fidget type thing or something, like something you can just hold in your hand. It's like a stress reliever, and just hold on to it, feel the energy, hold it up to the sunlight, look through it, gaze and think about things and just feel good. And she knows we filled these up with energy and happiness, and this is going to be something for her to just feel really good about. I'm going to put these right here, and if they roll off the ground and break my toe, then you guys will have seen it live on camera. But look at this piece. Matt did an amazing job. He ground the bottom this morning before we got to work. And just take a look at the colors on this thing. It's solid glass. It's heavy as heck. If that's not like a header to the video, Sam, that's pretty hardcore. I mean, it's almost like, I don't know. That's a lot of glass. It's a beautiful piece. Look at the swirl. Matt ground the bottom. It's looking really solid, really flat. And just look at the color coming out of here. It's insane. Perfect size bowl. Chris killed it. You see the magnification on that right there. The light reflecting off of it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous one-of-a-kind piece. We've never done something like this before. It's what happens when you do a custom order. It's what happens when you do an artist choice custom order and you say, we want to spend this much. Let's just do it. Give us a theme, what we're doing, why we're doing it, who it's for, whatever you like to tell us. It turns out good, and we're proud of it. I'm happy to have done that with my dad. It was a great idea. I like the spheres, but his idea for this bowl is just pretty top-notch. So, Tanya, I hope you're feeling great right now. I hope everything's going as smooth as it possibly can. Any last questions for anybody here? We're going to be hopping onto the experimental show and filming that. Chris and Michelle went to New York, upstate New York, to visit my sister for a few days. So Matt and I are going to be doing the experimental show. We got some cool ideas suggested by Sam for what we're going to do, and you guys should tune in on Sunday for that one when we post that video live. Not live as in live, but live as in available to watch. Yeah. Beautiful and filled with good vibes, exactly. It's spectacular, it's true, it's just a ridiculous piece. Lots of prayers going out to her. I don't see any questions. I'm just seeing a lot of love for Tanya and a lot of love for this piece right here and all the pieces on the table, and we appreciate you guys for that. Huge shout out to our VIP supporters as always. Any other information I gotta say? Things are in full motion at the Glass Academy, folks. I know we've mentioned it. I hope it never comes off as complaining. Sometimes we're tired, sometimes we want to back rub, but I really do feel blessed every day to be doing this kind of thing. If I'm gonna be tired from working and making product like this and making people happy and having a great time talking to you guys, I couldn't ask for anything better. So, say it again. Oh, the pumpkins. You're right, I didn't do the pumpkins. And what? And my leaf sold. This one, the blue one. Beautiful. It's kind of Cinderella-like. I like it a lot. But that's what Chris was calling these pumpkins. This was the second attempt, the final one. This is going to be the giveaway for next week. This is about like an $88 pumpkin. This is a larger scale pumpkin. Joey brought over the perfect redemption stem. It's long, it's strong, it's powerful. Beautiful ribs on the bottom. He went for the more ribbed mold, which I love. I love this even more than the 12 ribber. But this was the one that actually got dumped because Chris had a little bit of a reaction and cut off the stem. Joey didn't bring over the nicest stem, which happens, and you got to just work with what you got. Chris was like, and he threw it and landed in the bucket. Somehow nothing was damaged on it except for the cut of the stem up here. So what I did was I ground it smooth. I put some nail polish on it so it's not sharp. You can feel the roughness of it, but it won't ever cut you. And we actually got a message from Taryn. She loves the blue colors. She obviously loves the story, and she was watching the show when it happened. We're going to be selling this to her for a discounted rate. She's scooping it up, and that was a nice I told you so to Chris. Don't be throwing things in the trash. We're going to save them. Someone's going to love them. Their artwork, they got a story. It's a beautiful thing. And so Taryn's adding to her collection with another blue pumpkin with some history to it. And it's super cool. You can see the similarity when he went for the remake. Second one came around a little smaller. The ribs came a little bit tighter. And there's always something a little bit different about it. But that's the beauty of it. We were making pumpkins today. We were pumping out the signature pumpkin, which I know we've been talking about. It's getting released on September 17th, plus 9 other color designs are going on the website, available for pre-orders on September 17th. Those all other 7 or 9 are ridiculous, but the signature pumpkin is going to blow you guys away. We're making them today. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous thing, and we're getting ready for you. We're doing what we can. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys tuning in on a mid-Thursday from wherever you're watching at. We love you all in our lives, and we're doing an amazing thing out here, having a great time with you all, and that's it, folks. We appreciate you. Holler at the VIP supporters for supporting this show and what we do out here. All the patrons of the art, even the people that are just watching, and everyone. We got 2 or 3 Google reviews, and we asked for them last night on the show. We appreciate that. They add up, and if you guys haven't already given us a Google review, holler at us on Google because it really does make a huge difference. We really appreciate you. We're going to get back to work. Hope you guys have an amazing Thursday, and we'll talk to you when we talk to you.